Assalamu alaikum. This is our OOP project, which is basically a student information system or student ERP system. And student ERP system is basically files or collection of files to store and to manage data in more better way. I have created an cpd exe file and from this jar file. So let's proceed to our project. I will open this cpd exe file. So these are the members of this project. Now proceeding to our project. So the window appears of login. First we will enter username Asghar and we will enter password 1234. Okay, so the main window or the main menu of this system has appeared, and it is showing two things: personal record and academic record. Our project is divided into two parts: personal record and academic record. Personal record contains the data of students' personal life, like his name, father name, date of birth, etc. We will see all these things in further video. And the academic record is basically students CGPAs of previous semesters, SGPAs of previous semester, students CGPA, students current semester, and all these things. Personal record. This window has appeared in which we have four options: add record, update record, search record, or delete record. We will explore these record one by one to see how we can add record, update record, search record, or delete record. So further moving towards add record, this window has appeared. First of all, registration number. My registration number is 18CP01. CNIC 37-101-7597-307. Name. The name. Date of birth. Group B party 1 2 3 3. So all these I have filled the form. I also have added validations in this form, like CNIC. If the CNIC format is not correct according to the Pakistan CNIC format, then this form will not accept your record. Like I will show you, if I remove this 5 from this and I add record, it will show me an error message. Please enter a valid CNIC. So my CNIC is not valid. Likewise, also I add validation to the name and father name. I cannot add any numeric number in these boxes. Like if I enter the numeric number, a beep will produce, but it will not enter any numeric number. And likewise, also in contact I cannot add any alphabetical character. If I will add, it will not accept and will make a beep. So these are the validations, and without these validations, also email have also validation, and if the email is not correct, then it will not also accept. Likewise, if I remove at the rate of, because every email ends at the rate of, so at the rate of is the essential part of an email address. If I remove it, it will again not accept it. please enter a valid email. Also dot and again domain like .com .pk. If I remove this dot and just write com, it again will not accept. So I have to enter the correct information accordingly. Now the whole information is correctly entered. I will add record. Yes, data is saved successfully. So if I want to again add the record, just I will clear and will further add the record. Now coming to the main menu, now I will see either my record is added or not. It will be validated by just searching that particular record. If I click on that search window, this window will appear, search window. This window has appeared, and I will write just registration number here, and I will search. Yes, my record has added and I can easily search my record. The whole data has appeared here. Now again clear it, and if I want to search any other record, I can easily search it. Let's suppose I want to search a record of 17 CP student, 17 CP01. This record is, if I want to search 19 CP20, this record. So this was the search record. Now moving towards the update record. Likewise, if I want to update my existing record, I will just again enter the registration number. I have also write instruction for the user that first enter registration number and then update the column by editing it, and then press on update button. 18 CP01. I want to update my record. I will search it. Yes, this record is already present. I want to add here Attock city. Attock city. Now I want to update it. Yes. Also here validations are added. Likewise, you cannot change the CNIC format. You cannot enter name here. And now I want to see either my record is updated or not. Again, I will just write registration number here, and I will see my record is updated or not. I will search it. Now you can see here Attock city, Attock city. And if I want to again validate it, I can go to the search record 18 CP01, search it. You will see Attock city, Attock city, and clear. Likewise, now coming to the deleted record. If I want to delete a record, I also put a validation here. If you will directly click the delete record, it will show you error message. Enter registration number, because the registration number field is empty. Now I will delete my record. Yes, record deleted. Now if I want to check either my record is deleted or not, I will go again to search window, and I will here search it. For record for this registration does not exist. Search menu has given me an error message that this record does not exist. Why? Because I recently deleted this record. Now going to the main menu. This was our personal record. So moving towards academic record. This window has appeared. Again we have 4 more options: add record, update record, search record, delete record. So I will click on add record, and now I will add my record. My current semester is now 4th, year is 2020. First semester GPA 3.77, 3.72. Third semester GPA it is 3.82. and in remaining I will apply not applicable or NA. And CGPA is 3.78. So I will now add the record, and now my data is saved successfully. If I want to check either the data is saved or not, I will again go to the search menu, and now I will explore the search record by checking either my data has, yes, it is saved and now it has appeared. I'm going to the main menu. I will want to update my record. I will just search it, and now the whole window has appeared. And if I want to update, like if I want to change this 3.78 to 3.80, if I want to update the CGPA, I will update on click, yes, okay. Now if I want to check either the record is updated or not, I will just click, I will just enter my registration number again and search, and now you will see the data is okay. And I want to delete the record, again the validation, if registration number, and now I will delete my record, and yes, okay. If I want to check either my record is deleted or not, I will again go to the search menu, will search, and if the record is deleted, it will show me an error message that record for this registration number does not exist. Record for this registration number does not exist. Okay, so this was the academic record menu. So this was our whole project. We can enter personal record, we can enter academic record, we can manipulate it. So now I will close this, and I will show you the source code and the database and how I have made this project, and what are the features, and what is the code, and how database is connecting, and these all things, etc. So this is our project in Java NetBeans, and this is the source codes of these are the files. We have all these files. This is our main file, and this is our database file. I have used two databases. Basically it's internal database, Java database, like this. If I want to show you the whole data, this is the whole data which I have entered. This is the data of 17 CP, this is data of 18 CP, this is data of 19 CP. This is the whole data, student data. And if you this academics, this is the whole academics data of 17 CP, academics data of 18 CP, academics data of 19 CP. So this is the whole data. And now this is the database connection. I also used an online database which is H2 database, and this database is connected also to my project, and if I want to show you, I will just this is our online H2 database. So this is our source code of in academic info. this is a first personal record. This is the source code of personal record. Here we have, this is basically the action button. When we click the button add record, clear record, this happens. And when we click on the add record, first the J option pane, a message appears, I want to add record. Then if condition is applied, that if name, if the user leaves the name empty, shows error message. If the user do these validations, then show these error messages. And again, now coming toward the database part, this is the command database. We have taken connection from our database Java file. We have put the connection, and then we have insert. Whenever the click button is, the add record button is clicked, this command is executed, which will enter the things into database. Similarly, for the search, we have, this is our search, and if we go to its source code, we have these source code, and from in this source code, again that this is database, it will first take the registration number and then will find the particular registration number row. As you know, database is in database that is stored in rows. So for selecting a particular row, I have make the registration number primary key and set this registration number as my unique ID. And now I will show you here student data, here registration number. This is, if you will see, this is a primary key, and this primary key, and again all these or further this primary key will whenever data is searched, it will search according to this primary key, this registration number. So first we will take the registration number from the user. Here we will take registration number from the user, and then we will select the student data from database for this particular registration number. Also update, same code applies, but just as a little change is, we have changed the command. First we will select the that data from select command, and then we will execute update student data. We will use the update command. These are all SQL statements particularly for databases. Then for personal record menu, we have added these 4 buttons, and each button correspond to each button will open a new page. Every button has will open a new page, right? If a personal record button is clicked, it will open this new page, like these things. And for delete, just we have taken registration number here, registration number here, and then put the command delete from student data where registration number, and at this particular registration number delete the whole row or the whole record of this registration number. Now coming to the academic info. Again same source code we have applied. First we will if we want to add the record, we will insert into academics at these particular columns of the database. And if we want to search the academic info, again the same command applies, just column names are now different. Same is for delete, delete that particular row. Same is for update. These all are libraries which we require for to manipulate with data, database, update the record, and just like academic record menu, these button have these when these button are clicked, they will just open that particular page. They will just open that particular page. Now moving to login, we have just taken the username and password from the user and we will match it with our database, and we have applied the condition. If the username and password matches, then allow the user to further proceed. So this was our whole system, and we have made this group Java our main file, or the main class file. Whenever the project is run, first the file will open will be this group, where we have put our group member names. So this was the whole project. Now coming towards the database, I have used two databases, one for this internal, and also connected this database to the online database, that is H2 database. I will show you the H2 database where our data is so this is the main console of our H2 database, and this is the online database. I have connected my database and uploaded the data here, and if I want to see the data here, you will see academics, login and student data. And if I want to see my whole student data, I will just select whole from student slash data, and I will execute it. The whole data has been opened here. Same is for if I want to check the academics data. The whole data has been opened here. Also is a large amount of data here stored, and the main benefit or the main purpose of using this online database is to make our jar file to stand alone. Just the jar file needs the active internet connection. Whenever we execute this jar file, we will execute this jar file or this cpd exe file, it will stand alone, will act as a standalone application and will connect to the online database. And if every time we add any data, it will be stored on that online database. It will be retrieved from that online database. Also we have database in our NetBeans. We can also use it, and also we can make the online database here. So just you need to have strong internet connection, or you need active internet connection, and just click on this cpd file. And yes, I think currently it is being okay. Just click on this cpd file and it will be opened and will stand alone as a project. So this was our whole project, and this was our whole project, and we have made in Java NetBeans. We have used Apache Java databases. We have used SQL statements. This project is made in Java Forms, and the purpose of this project to make such a system which can collect and manipulate data in a better way and in an easy way so that we can store and manage data. Thank you very much.